Hello, everyone. It's your girl Yasha Tay, the queen of Fix Your Crying Game podcast. And I am driving on this rainy Saturday. And so I wanted to share with you guys this something that happened on Christmas Eve. My grandbaby had received a gift, and it's one of the gifts where you have to mix the powder to create the mold. And once you create the mold, then you get to paint it. But in her 3-year old mind, she saw the paint and she saw the mold because on the box it showed it already prepared. And so she's crying. Her mom is trying to explain to her how she has to mix it. It's not ready. And she's just crying, not even trying to hear. And so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this interaction, and I can imagine our Lord Jesus Christ being the mom and us being the 3-year old. And we're crying and we're telling God this is what we want. We're ready for it now. He's trying to explain to us that the mold is not ready for use. The mold is not ready for use. It's not ready. But we're still crying and we're still acting out and we just still be drama queens and kings. And I can just take that into perspective myself and understand that there are some things that God is trying to protect us from. There are some processes, there are some things that have to happen, and we're ready to step into it. And God is saying, but the mold is not ready for use. The mold is not ready for use. Think about that. Think about the next time that you're asking for something, you're crying, you're pleading, nose snotty, and God is just saying, if you be patient, we got to mix the powder. We have to then put it in the mold, and it has to sit there overnight. And once it sits there overnight, we got to be careful when we pop the mold, the plaster out of the mold, so we don't break it. Then once we get it out and we see how it's formed, then it's ready to be painted. The mold is not yet ready for use. And God gave me the revelation through a Christmas Eve experience. That's all I got. That's all I wanted to share. So I just advise, suggest that the next time life isn't lifing the way that you want it, and you feel like something else should be going on, just think about the fact that God may be saying the mold is not ready for use.